Welcome back. This is something that got tongues wagging in social media this week.
Jamaican men are very homosocial.
Why?
What I mean by that is they rather spend them time with them brethren than them woman.
Oh, that.
Now, look how much of them pack up suitcase and make reservations to go spend the weekend on the grill, down a dream weekend with them brethren. And you hear them say, they not carry son, go beach, but you rather carry man, go beach? What you saying? I don't need to make up on the man. You see, I don't have a problem with the rainbow flag at the US Embassy, but nobody not talk about the fact that in the big party when all of the soul's music are play, all of them stand up and talk to each other and the women them over there. So, and somebody for dance now.
She's Sexologist media personality, Shelly-Ann Weeks, who is right here on our stage to explain this Homosocial label she's ascribing to Jamaican men. And I think dancehall is somewhere in there. Shelly.
Oh my goodness.
Shelly, welcome, Shelly.
Absolutely fantastic to be here.
Yeah, you're looking different.
Yes.
Fantastic, but
yes.
but smaller, I suspect.
Smaller, yeah, very different, obviously.
Yes.
I've changed my lifestyle, I've changed my diet, and this is the new healthier me. Healthy is the new sexy Winford.
Okay.
And literally, I had fibroids. I was diagnosed late last year. I was actually supposed to do a surgery. And, I started to talk to different people in homeopathic, medicine and stuff. And we decided that I'm going to try that just as an experiment. And Here I am months later, over 50 pounds lighter, don't need to do surgery anymore. And I am feeling fantastic.
Oh, really?
Absolutely fantastic. Like, it's a new car body. Ooh,
oh,
God.
so that's why you're on a campaign, aren't you?
Well, yes. The campaign hasn't started yet, but I'm literally designing a campaign right now because what I want
to
to
help
do is
women.
Spread the news to women, ladies. A lot of us are suffering from fibroids. A lot of us have a lot of problems with our female reproductive system, and there are different things that we can do. Surgery is all we're told about, but surgery is not our only option. So I really do want to get the word out. So you will be hearing a lot more about that in the coming weeks.
And to men, you say?
Oh, definitely, gentlemen, look here. I have to talk to you because I think you need to get more involved in the lives of your women, especially as it relates to her female reproductive organs, because it's not just there for your enjoyment. There's a lot of things that she experiences and she needs your support with, but our culture doesn't really celebrate that. So that is something that I would like to help change. Look at how the female reproductive organ is described in dancehall. It sounds like something they want to attack, beat up, dig out, rub out. It doesn't sound like something that they revere or want to take care of. Only when they talk about their mothers, and even with talking about their mothers, they take the organ out of it completely. But the point is, the way dancehall looks at female reproductivity, it's not in a very positive light, and I think that is something that we need to change and we need to look more into, and we definitely need to get the men more involved in the conversation as it relates to that, because a lot of women are suffering.
All right. Okay, and that's a nice way to segue into now.
Yes.
The topic of, well, the label that you're putting
Homosocial. Say it with
on Jamaican men. Homosocial.
Yes.
Is the word. Are you still standing by what you posted?
I did not hesitate. And I meant it then, and I still mean it now.
Yes.
And let me break it down.
Yes.
When we say homo means same. Social, we're talking about, socializing, hanging out, being around. And the reason why I use this terminology is because I am observing in the dancehall space for years now. It seems as if men don't go anywhere with the women. I mean, I have seen so many men. They show up in the dances, them and them brethren, in party from Valentine's Day to New Year's Eve, them and them brethren all together. So I'm like, so what's going on? You don't have a woman, and when you talk to some of them, of course they have a woman, but the women are at home. So I'm like, okay, so you don't hang out with her? This one friend said to me, I said to him, when was the last time I carried a woman somewhere? He goes, oh, I brought her to a funeral last week. I'm like, really? So it's only funeral you go with a woman? Like, honestly? So there is a trend in dancehall where men are just hanging out with each other, and that is why I call them homosocial.
But women are doing the same, wouldn't you say?
Of course.
In fact, women have perfected that.
Of course.
Hanging out with them friends.
Well, if you're mad, leave you alone by yourself, you have to find something to do. So you call up your girlfriend, say you go out. And listen, I am not suggesting that the men...
Is it because men left them alone?
Not necessarily, but I'm not suggesting that it's only the men. But the reason why I'm pointing out how the men act is I think there are certain situations that men go together that really should be something that you share with your woman. For example, the example that I used in the post when I say they make reservation and pack up suitcase to go and bunk in a room with him and him 4 brethren them done a dream weekend. And they claim that, oh, you must carry son go see. So I'm like, so you prefer carry man go see? Really? What are you saying? Whenever we talk about this whole thing about how men relate to women, my opinion is a lot of the conversation is not happening between the sexes. And look at the men that say them are gallus. Man are gallus, but him rolling in the club with 40 men behind him. And all 40 of them come in 5 car. I would like to know how the seating arrangement going for it. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay.
I don't understand it.
All right, so let's assume that these men are single men.
Yes.
They're not committed to any woman.
All right. They're
Okay.
single. Good.
So they're rolling as brethren.
Yes.
And they go to these spaces,
Yes.
the parties and clubs and whatever. But when they get there, if they walk up to women, because you were making that point
Yes.
too, that man over there start dance and women over there.
Yes.
So women
Yes.
are very famous for snubbing men.
Of course.
Yes, and for putting up all kinds of, in fact, insulting them when they walk up to them.
Yes.
They don't like that. They don't encourage that.
No, but
so you explain that for me.
Let me explain that for you. As a woman who men have approached in dance hall,
Yes.
they come to me. I don't know if it's because it's who I am, but they approach me. But how they approach me make a difference. It is not enough. Approaching me is not enough. You can't come over to me and then compliment which part of my body you would like to do things to.
Oh.
Come on, that is not something that I want somebody who I don't know coming to introduce himself to me for the first time. That is not the way to approach me. And then the ones who don't even say something, they just come and put their body parts on you.
All right, let me ask you the straight question.
Yes.
Then. Do women want men to come over to them
Of course
in parties?
they do, but the approach is important. Men need to learn how to talk to women.
What should they say?
Well, do not offer us 9 inches of anything. We don't want it.
Give me a good example of how the men should approach
First of
women.
all, it helps if you come over and say, hi, my name is Winford. Nice to meet you. Can I have this dance? Most of the time when they approach me like that, I'm going to dance with them. But maybe it's just
in
me.
today's Jamaica.
I don't profess to speak for everyone in the world. I'm talking about the approach that I would appreciate.
Okay, so
I don't profess to speak for, you have some women who want a little bit more aggressive approach, and that I say to gentlemen, do your homework. If you realize that this girl is like this kind of thing, find out, look at something about her, walk into that. Do your homework and go and approach her.
But aren't there a lot of women going to these places?
Yes.
With no intention whatsoever of getting involved or dancing with any men?
Of course.
So how do men make the difference between those who want to and those who don't want?
I'm going to, and again,
Yes.
I do not profess to speak on behalf of every woman, but let us say that. Me and my friend them go out, we're not going out to look no man. However, we've gone out and met a lot of very interesting people. They come over and they strike a conversation and we talk and all of us become friends until we realize that my girlfriend and the guy we did meet at the club last night start to date by themselves and all of that. So it doesn't have to be a case where you have to go over there with the intention of groping her. You can just go over there and strike up a conversation and then you might get her to dance with you. It doesn't have to be a case where, oh, it's tunnel vision. If I don't go over there and she say yes immediately, I don't want her to do it, I make she go. That's not how it goes. It's a process.
All right, so this has been a long standing. This has been forever.
Long time.
Men are rolled by themselves.
Long time.
Women rolling by
Them
themselves.
entourage. The gal is with them 40 man strong entourage.
So what's new?
Continue.
What is driving you right now in this time, in this dispensation, to take it on,
Well,
Shelly?
you know what happened? It wasn't even an intent to take it on. I literally was having a conversation with, hi, Kurt Riley. Kurt and I were having a conversation, and he was even saying the same thing, that he, as a DJ, him looking the dance and see the women getting out of the way because the trooper man them are getting in front of the video light. It's dangerous, you know, Winford. You're standing up there, mind your own business, and there's a troop of man pushing you out of the way. It has happened to me. My toe has been stepped on already with them pushing out of the way to get to the video light. And traditionally, video light was a woman thing, with the woman in the video lights and them do them thing and whatever. Now, not so much. You have to look out for the platoon of men coming towards it. So it's not that I'm taking it on. We were just making the same observations.
Okay.
And we realized that it is happening more so now than ever before, because it's like, it's the thing. Whenever you see them rolling together, it's 50, like some huge group of men.
Have you done the research on how this is matching up with other cultures?
No. No.
So you don't know what gives in?
We have this conversation literally this week, Winford. The research, but I'm definitely going to observe it, because it is something that I've seen in the dancehall space, because I occupy the space. I'm there. I go to the events. I see what is happening. But you're right. I would like to make the comparison to what's going on with us as it relates to other cultures. But as it relates now, Jamaican men say, yeah, and them say, woman things, woman this, woman that. Really? I love our contradictory culture. I love the fact that Jamaica is such an anomaly, because we are two opposite things at the same time. So I actually love that about us. But as a commentator, as somebody in the space, I just like to point out the fact that these things are happening, and maybe we can use this as an opportunity to make some adjustments.
Okay.
Lux!
Shelly, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
For coming. And
absolutely.
I think, you'll have to come back again real soon.
Guys, follow me at Dr. SexxyAnn. Yes, I have to throw my Instagram out there. I'm so happy to be on Winford Show for the first time on stage.
You don't have to say it. You don't have to tell them that it's the first time.
They know. They would have remembered if I was here before. They know. Dr. SexxyAnn on all social media platforms, and I'm also on the internet, my own website, drsexyann.com. And definitely, ladies, you want to know more about the fibroids, more about what I'm doing in terms of female reproductive health, follow me. A lot of big things coming in the near future.
All the best. And we'll be here to help you to tell them.
Absolutely.
Anytime, Shelly, my friend. All right, stay with us still to come right here on stage. More from New York. There's Hammond, like we have never seen him before. And Marvin, the dancer, breaks his silence.
We danced all night to the songs they played. We can come again.
Hey, thanks for watching our video. Well, there's so much more where that came from. And all you have to do is to click, subscribe, and be on stage always.
Nobody not really going to trigger dance no more and whatever. People stand up on dance floor and dance nowadays, and on sound box and bar count and all of them things there. That's right there. No more extreme. It's been a minute